There was a time when this coastline was nothing but open water. No villas, no skyline, no crescent of breakwater embracing luxury resorts. Just warm Gulf waters stretching beside an empty strip of desert. And then, in 2001, Dubai announced something that sounded like science fiction. They were going to build a palm tree in the sea. Not a logo, not a symbolic garden. An island shaped like a palm tree, so massive it would be visible from space. It has roads. It has houses. It has hotels, restaurants, swimming pools, and over 20,000 people living on it right now. And 25 years ago, it did not exist. There was nothing there. Just flat, shallow, blue-green water. No land, no island, just sea. So how did a palm tree appear in the middle of the ocean? Who decided to build it? How did they actually do it? What did it cost, not just in money, but in everything else? And what is it like to live on a man-made island in 2026, knowing the ground beneath your feet was placed there by a machine? That is what this video is about. This is the full story of Palm Jumeirah, why it was built, how it was engineered, how it nearly collapsed financially, what it changed environmentally, and what it represents in 2026. To understand Palm Jumeirah, you have to rewind to the 1960s. Back then, Dubai was not a skyline of glass towers. It was a modest trading port clustered around Dubai Creek. Oil was discovered in 1966. Revenues began flowing in the 1970s. But unlike neighboring Abu Dhabi, Dubai's oil reserves were limited. Its leadership understood something critical. Oil would not define the future. Instead, Dubai would define itself. Under rulers like Sheikh Rashid bin Zayed Al Maktoum, the city invested aggressively in ports, aviation, and infrastructure. Port Rashid, Jebel Ali Port, later Emirates Airlines. Each decision carried risk. Each decision said the same thing. We are building for tomorrow, not today. By the late 1990s, tourism had emerged as a central pillar of Dubai's strategy. Luxury hotels were rising, international investors were arriving. But there was a problem. Dubai had only about 70 kilometers of natural coastline. If tourism depended on beachfront property, that coastline was finite. So Dubai did something radical. Instead of competing for limited land, it decided to manufacture more of it. The government-backed developer Nakheel unveiled the plan. The island would resemble a date palm, a powerful symbol in Emirati culture. The design wasn't just aesthetic, it was strategic. A circular island would limit waterfront exposure. A palm tree shape multiplied it. The trunk would form the backbone. 17 fronds would extend outward, each lined with villas. A crescent-shaped breakwater would shield the entire structure from waves. Total reclaimed land, roughly 5.6 square kilometers. New coastline added, over 78 kilometers. The scale was unprecedented. But the real question was this: how do you build an island out of sand and make it stable? No steel skeleton, no deep concrete pilings. Palm Jumeirah was built primarily from sand and rock. Over 100 million cubic meters of sand were dredged from the seabed. The sand was sprayed into place using a method called rainbowing, where vessels arc sand through the air in controlled sprays. Precision was everything. GPS satellites guided dredgers with centimeter-level accuracy. Engineers could see the palm's outline taking shape digitally before it fully emerged physically. To prevent liquefaction and long-term settlement, the sand underwent vibrocompaction. Heavy probes vibrated deep into the ground, compacting the sand until it behaved like solid ground. The crescent breakwater required more than 7 million tons of rock. Each boulder was placed strategically to absorb wave energy. Dutch marine engineering firms like Van Oord and Jan de Nul Group helped execute the massive dredging operations. It was a choreography of ships, satellites, and sediment. And slowly, the sea gave way to geometry. By 2006, villas were ready for buyers. By 2008, celebrities, investors, and global elites were purchasing property on the fronds. At the apex of the crescent stood a defining symbol of ambition. Atlantis, the palm, opened in 2008, turned the Palm into a global postcard. Then came ultra-luxury expansions like Atlantis the Royal, pushing architectural spectacle even further. The Palm became more than real estate. It became a statement. Dubai was no longer asking for attention. It was commanding it. Then came 2008. The global financial crisis hit. Property values in Dubai plunged. Some estimates suggested price drops exceeding 50%. Dubai World, a state-owned conglomerate, faced debt restructuring. Investor confidence shook. Critics predicted Palm Jumeirah would become a half-finished monument to excess, but construction continued slower, cautious, recalibrated. Abu Dhabi provided financial support to stabilize Dubai's economy, and over time, global capital returned. The Palm survived its greatest test, not through hype, but through resilience. Building an island changes nature permanently. Water circulation patterns shifted. Sediment flows were altered. Marine habitats were disrupted. The crescent breakwater initially restricted water exchange, leading engineers to cut openings to improve circulation. Over time, marine species returned. But this was adaptation, not restoration. Palm Jumeirah represents engineered stability, not ecological neutrality. The island requires continuous monitoring for erosion and settlement. It is maintained, reinforced, recalibrated. A permanent project in a moving sea. Beyond headlines and drone shots, Palm Jumeirah is a neighborhood. Families live on the fronds. Children commute to schools on the mainland. Maintenance crews manage utilities beneath artificial ground. The trunk houses apartments, restaurants, and retail districts. The Palm Tower offers panoramic views from above, revealing the Palm's geometry in full. A monorail system connects the trunk to the crescent. Behind the glamour is infrastructure, sewage systems, desalinated water supply, road networks designed to handle tidal geography. Life here is curated, but it is real. Today, Palm Jumeirah is fully integrated into Dubai's global identity. Property values have surged again. Luxury real estate demand remains high. Nearby megaprojects continue reshaping the coastline, including the revived Palm Jebel Ali. The lesson of Palm Jumeirah is not simply that it was built, it is that it endured. From space, it looks permanent. From sea level, it feels extravagant. From an engineering perspective, it is controlled risk on a monumental scale. Palm Jumeirah did more than add beachfront property. It altered how cities imagine their limits. It proved that in the 21st century, coastlines are no longer boundaries. They are opportunities. And sometimes, even the map can be rewritten. And that is the story of Palm Jumeirah, a place that did not exist until humans decided it should. An island shaped by ambition, engineering, risk, and a city determined to build its own future. 25 years ago, there was only sea here. Today, there are homes, roads, hotels, and thousands of lives built on sand that was once floating beneath the Gulf. Palm Jumeirah reminds us of something powerful. The world map is not as permanent as we think. Sometimes it only takes vision, money, and relentless determination to redraw it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most ambitious construction projects ever attempted, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more stories about the engineering feats, mega projects, and hidden histories that shape our world. And tell me in the comments, would you live on a man-made island like Palm Jumeirah? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.